Alright, and here we go on to the final game of the night, the final game of the round of 8. For the last slot in the semifinals, we have one game on Fighting Spirit to decide it all. Will it be TechnicS or will it be dRaW? It has been an amazing series so far, an amazing day so far. Can't believe it. And well, it's going to be one PVZ. Who wants it more? Let's find out. So at the top right is the yellow Zerg. We have Mr. TechnicS, who has pulled it back from down 0-2 to 2-2 even. And his opponent at the bottom right, the purple Protoss, probably a little shaken, a little bit nervous. Can he pull through in the last game? It is going to be SAS dRaW. Now Fighting Spirit, of course, should be a map very familiar to both these players. You know, I'm not sure if preparation might matter quite as much on this map as some of the other maps like Outsider, because of course these players will have played so many maps anyway on this map that, or sorry, so many games on this map that you know, they both know kind of exactly what they want to do, or should know. Now TechnicS is scouting towards the middle to look for an incoming scouting probe. And is he going to see one? He will indeed see one in a second here. At least I think he will. Unless, oh, dRaW might scout the 3 o'clock though. Oh no, dRAW's now going to scout his opponent dead last. He's going to go 3 o'clock, going to see no Overlord incoming. He's going to go bottom left, top left, and then go to his opponent's base. Oh, this is so bad for dRaW. That is really, really bad. At least his opponent's not line pulling. Is he going to overpull though? No. Okay, so it's going to be a 12 hatch. And so dRAW's at least not going to die. But, oh, did he? Oh, they barely missed. He actually went to the top right left and said, oh my god, if he goes bottom left now, he's going to be so sad. Oh, he actually sent a second probe despite doing that scouting trick. Normally, if you do this scouting trick, you don't send a second probe. But he's actually been really careful. But he's probably going to start bringing this probe home, assuming that his opponent's now at the bottom left. When in fact, because both of them use like the semi-metagame scouting, they're actually not scouting each other at all. It's really funny. Interestingly, TechnicS just randomly chose the correct direction anyway. So he's fine. And now dRAW's going to come in here and be like, ah, oh, god damn it. I'm too clever for my own good. That's what you get for being so smart. Anyway. Yeah, so dRAW's now going to poke in here with the probe. And he's going to see it was a 12 hatch. So he's not going to be too bothered by that. He might want to cancel the cannon, but I guess... No, I think he should cancel it. Maybe I guess... Okay, no, he does cancel it. So he can make the Nexus a little bit faster. Because you don't need the cannon when he's 12 hatching. And there's the Nexus. That does put him a little bit behind because he went for the Forge Cannon and then had to cancel it and make the Nexus. He did lose a little bit of minerals there. dRaW very smartly going for the gateway before the first cannon. And here's the cannon. So Forge, essentially Nexus gateway cannon. Pretty good against a 12 hatch. And look at this, TechnicS has actually not made a single Zergling. He's made all 3 drones, not saved any larva for lings, and is now making a third at the close third here, which makes me feel he might try some 5 hatch shenanigans again. I'm not sure, but you know. Also, okay, so normally on 4-player maps, you always see the Zerg player taking a faraway natural as their third, unless they're doing something crazy like a 5 hatch Hydra. However, on Fighting Spirit, occasionally among the top level Korean players, like By Hero I think does this a lot, they will take the close third, and I'm not really sure why. I've actually asked like Bakryu and he doesn't know either, so if Bakryu doesn't know, I have no chance of knowing. Because it really feels like getting another natural superior, so you can block off, you know, SimCity and then get it very easy fourth. Even if it's slightly farther away, I think generally it's usually worth it. Okay, so the Purple is going to see nothing interesting here. I mean, the gas is now being taken, so it looks like it, well, there's a 4th hatchery. Is there going to be a 5th one? Could actually be a 5 hatch. It's not quite the 5 hatch I'm used to, though. Yeah, it's actually just going to be a 4 hatch Hydra here. So he's taken both gases. You can see he's gone double gas as soon as the 4th hatchery goes down. So he can get actually a decent amount of gas fairly quickly now and kind of catch up on the tech. So this is a bit more reasonable. So he's actually going to be able to get, you know, overload speed and that kind of thing in decent time, in fact, despite delaying his gas by a little bit there. You know, this close third base is going to get scouted. So dRaW should kind of know. Actually, I'm not sure what he saw in the main base, but oh, he does see. Okay, he sees the 4th hatch timing. He sees the gas timing. So once this Zealot gets into the main, he should know sort of what's going on from TechnicS' side. And it'll be interesting to see what he does against it. So this isn't quite the same as the 5 hatch build. The tech is a little bit faster. You know, you can't just rely on there not being overload speed for a really long time or anything like that. And you know, just like with the 5 hatch Hydra, though, you are going to be facing quite a lot of Hydras quite early on. So you do have to be careful about that. And it looks like this Zealot has not got any kills yet. So TechnicS finally doing a good job not letting any drones die to these initial Zealots. And a second Zealot coming out here, but it's going to get surrounded by Lings and killed off fairly easily. So dRaw's initial Zealot harassment is really not doing too well right now. Meanwhile, we do have the second cannon now. Placed for dRaw and... get home! Run home! Woo! Alright, so he survives. Meanwhile, a bit of a SimCity here. He's not doing the completely really tight SimCity, like putting the den here, because he doesn't need to, because he didn't take another, he didn't take the faraway third. So since all his bases are a little bit closer together, and he's gone for 4 hatch Hydra, he doesn't need to be as tight with the SimCity, because he's going to have a lot of ground units early on anyway, so he's not overly concerned about the early Zealot shenanigans, because he should be able to defend it with units anyway. Kind of like we saw in game number 1, where it was 5 hatch versus dRaw's +1 speed loss. TechnicS was actually able to hold it off fairly easily. So, as it stands, it's a fairly calm opening so far. dRaW does actually have the Stargate this time. Now, that's not going to be completely useless, but as long as TechnicS is on the ball with his Hydras, dRaW shouldn't be able to kill too many Overlords. However, he may get this one, and that's going to be quite crucial, because if he gets this Overlord, there's no Overlord near his base, so DTs can actually help him out quite a bit, but it looks like he's not quite going to get it. And even if he did, I think Overlord speed... Well, actually, TechnicS isn't getting it, interestingly enough, which is going to make his Overlords a bit more vulnerable to these initial Corsairs. A few Hydras are poking in the front. dRaw just going to hold on here with some probes and cannons. And looks like going to come back and finish off this Overlord as well. So I believe TechnicS will be supply block now, yep. But he's going to pick off this gateway. But as long as he's cannon finish, dRaw should be okay. And again, without Overlord speed, you know, a simple DT could just keep dRaw safe. However, dRaw's actually just lost his only gateway. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't already have a gateway constructing there. As soon as your gateway starts coming under attack there, you should just immediately throw another one down, because you know it's going to fall. However, a nice little counterattack here of 2 Zealots. The Zergling is immediately going back to defend. The Hydra's even going back after picking off the Forge. The gateway and Forge have been taken down. dRaw immediately building 2 Forges. I don't know if that's a mistake. I don't really see a good reason to have 2 Forges right now. I guess he wants double upgrades, but can you really afford double upgrades on 2 bases? Seems slightly dubious to me. Not convinced by that. However, it looks like the counterattack has done its work, and TechnicS actually doesn't seem to be going too crazy with the Hydras either, surprisingly. I thought he could have put a little bit more pressure here on the front. In fact, I thought it was quite dangerous for dRaw, actually, but it looks like now it's actually fine. And dRaw is, in fact, going for double upgrades. Interesting. I guess he wanted +1 in that Forge, and it got killed, so he couldn't get it. Hey, these ults hit for a bit, and wanted to go back to the morass, but gonna meet the Zerg army halfway here. Not really gonna help. 1 Corsair poking around here. If you can get rid of that Overlord, you might be able to run a DT in or something. And because look at this, still no Overlord speed from TechnicS. This is a really late Overlord speed considering he's going Hydras. I don't really understand this. Normally you only get such a late Overlord speed if you're going for Mutalisks. But obviously he's not. And every 4 hatch Hydra I've seen has definitely gotten speed by now, so this is a little bit weird to me. I mean, it's not terrible if he has good control, but it's definitely slightly strange. Okay, the rover's now on the way, but I'm pretty sure that's just for observers. It's a fairly normal timing here. It's actually, yeah, that's a fairly standard timing. You know, 5 or 6 gateways, get that robo. It's pretty good. If you're a little bit scared, you can get it at 4 gates. depending on the opening. TechnicS has a little SimCity here, place a nice little sunk in there if he needs it, but you can see he doesn't need it just yet. So he's not going to waste the minerals, and I quite like that, you know. No point just, you know, immediately investing in the sunken if you feel safe. Might as well save the extra minerals, get a couple extra drones out, and then get it later on if you need it. So the supplies now are basically even. 83 supply for draw against 83. They're in fact exactly even, and that's again not so great for the Protoss. Yeah, and now lurkers are on the way, observers are on the way as well, and it looks like Draw's now going to poke out and get his third base, so he's going to play the long game here. Meanwhile, his zealots still don't have speed. Where's the Citadel? Oh, do they have it now? Wait a minute, did he forget speed? Oh my god, it looked like he forgot speed. Oh man, that's really bad. That is really bad. Oh my god, that's such a crucial upgrade. Wow, Draw, how can he forget speed? How can he forget leg speed? That is one of the most improved... Like, after Psionic Storm, that could possibly be the most important upgrade in this matchup. I don't understand. How can he forget leg speed? I mean, sure, he knows that he doesn't have it. Surely he must click the Citadel. Why is he not getting leg speed? I mean, he's also going Zealot Templar. It's not like he's doing a Goon all-in. Oh my god, dude, he got Goon range. Why is he not getting leg speed? Draw. Broski. You need leg speed. Dude. Dude. Dude, get leg speed. He needs leg speed. Oh man, this could be catastrophic if he tries to engage with slow lots against mass hydras. Oh man, anyway, there's a big army coming down here. The cannons are just going to finish. There's one High Templar, but it's stuck in the back. He needs to get in position here. I think it's going to be okay, but oh man, the army's diverting. He's going for the natural. There's one High Templar, but it doesn't have energy. The other High Templar is actually out of position. Oh, it's because the lurkers are actually going around the other side. But Draw very smartly has cannons on the other side. This is a very common trick. Whoa! 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 That could have been disastrous. As it is, he lost 3 probes anyway. Damn. Okay, now he's gotta know. Why is he not getting speed? Draw! Why? Why do you hate speed? Oh my god. Man, was like Draw molested by Sonic the Hedgehog as a child or something? Because seriously, I don't understand this. Why does he hate speed so much? This is terrible. Oh man, dude. Draw, he's just falling apart. What's going on? Draw! Draw, you were up 2-0. Don't throw it away. Do not throw this away, bro. Oh man, if you lose, I'm gonna be so mad. Draw! What are you doing? He's actually really far behind now. Even though his third base is faster, you can just feel from his play that he's not on his game anymore. I do not know what happened from the first 2 games, but he does not feel confident anymore. This is really weird. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm freaking out. Why is this not upgrading? Is there another Citadel that I don't know about? I'm just baffled. I don't know what happened, but oh man, this is like in one of those like those inspirational like Rocky movies. This is like the beginning of the movie where the guy just like completely starts failing and his life is falling apart and you know he's all washed up and something, and then he gets inspired. This is like a Rocky movie in reverse. It's like Draw started out all like powerful and owning, and now he's just like completely failing. Maybe because he's not Rocky. Maybe Draw is actually the Russian guy. What's his name? Drago? Maybe Draw is actually Drago. Maybe TechnicS is actually the hero in the story. Maybe TechnicS is Rocky, and Draw's the Russian guy, and so TechnicS went down 0-2 and now he's making a comeback. This actually makes a lot more sense. Except I feel really dirty saying a Zerg player is Rocky. These Zergs, man. They don't deserve to be Rocky. Anyway, Draw's like contained, so he's not happy. And he's gonna be even sadder when he loses after a 2-0 lead. He's gonna be mighty sad about that. And you know what the funny thing about this is? Is that Draw was saying before this matchup, he was actually saying before the round of 8 was even drawn. No pun intended. He was saying that he wanted revenge against TechnicS because they played a match in Gambit's Cup on Empire of the Sun, and dRaW was like miles ahead in that game. He had like more than twice TechnicS' supply at one point, and he still ended up losing, and he just like blamed the map or something. So he was saying, you know, I really hope I get to play TechnicS and get revenge, and then, you know, he ended up getting matched against TechnicS here in the round of 8, so he's like, oh, perfect, I get some revenge. And it's like, this series is basically what happened in that game all over again. Him having a huge lead, 2-0, and just completely blowing it. Now, I may be speaking too soon here. You know, the game is not over yet. dRaW does have 3 bases. He's actually snuck a probe out, and he's getting a hidden 4th. So if this base actually gets up, he'll be on even bases against the Zerg. But I mean, he's completely contained, and his play just, like, he's not dropping, he feels off, like, as a fellow Protoss brother, it feels scary, and this is going to be very scary. He needs better storm than this. Oh man, he needs to storm these Lings. These Lings are eating his goons alive. He needs to storm this. Oh man, the Lings are coming in. The Lings are coming in. Good storms there, though. Actually, pretty decent storms. Is he going to break out? But look at the minimap. Look at all that shit that's coming in. TechnicS just has way too much stuff. TechnicS is just pouring units in. He doesn't even care. He's just boxing and A-moving. Oh man, looks like A-moving on the minimap too. Oh god, look at this. dRaw's pulling back. He's pulling back. TechnicS is moving in, but he doesn't need to move in that far. He just needs to keep his position. He doesn't actually need to go for the kill. Meanwhile, he's getting another base here. He actually had an Overlord. Oh, I think the Overlord got hit by cannons. I think TechnicS... Wow, for a second I thought that was a Nexus. No, that's the Nexus. That's a gateway. So TechnicS now knows about the hidden base. But, I mean, this is still pretty rough for dRaW. Just cannot get out of his base. It's down at 139 supply against 149. TechnicS has got his tech up. Once the Filers come here with the contain, this is like almost impossible to break out of. dRaw's gonna need like mass Reavers or something. But oh, nice little DT run around. Come on, he's gotta get it. Why is he not targeting it? Boom! Takes it down. Nice hatchery snipe right there, and this Nexus is finished. He somehow transferred probes here as well. I guess he transferred them through the bottom, you know, taking a slight risk there, but it was rewarded because this wasn't actually blocked off. So dRaw's actually now mining from 4 bases against 4, although TechnicS is getting a 5th. And more importantly, if dRaw just can't get out of his base, that's terrible. But actually, TechnicS has not reestablished the Lurker contain. If dRaw just moves out right now, he will actually be able to get some space, and he needs space because when the Defilers come out, it's going to be a little bit hurting, especially because he doesn't really have the late game composition yet. He's still mainly on just Zealots and Dragoons and Templars, and he doesn't really have any Archons or Reavers yet. Is he like getting Reavers yet? I mean, once you go to late game PvZ, you need Archons and Reavers. You absolutely need them. One or the other or both. So this needs to change. Man, just look at TechnicS pouring out the Zerglings. Like true Zergy style here, just overwhelming your opponent. I'm surprised he hasn't made an Ultra Cavern yet, though. Actually, he doesn't have that much bank, but he's clearly macroing like a beast. He's at 175 supply against the same as dRaw. But you know what? If they both get to maxed, dRaw can definitely still pull this back. You know, and the thing is, I keep saying dRaw's behind, but actually, if you look at the situation now, TechnicS didn't bother to keep the contain, and dRaw, by getting this hidden expansion, has actually evened up the economic situation. So if they actually both get to maxed, dRaw can slowly start exchanging away units and improving his composition. You can see, he's sending out small groups of Zealots to harass. This is okay if they die, because he wants to free up the supply so he can replace it with units that are actually good in late game PvZ. And if he can do that and get a good composition, he will actually still be good to go in this game. He's in fact getting another base here. So now it's actually looking okay for dRaw. Uh-oh, that could be bad though. Whoa, that could be bad. How the hell did dRaw get all these units here? Man, he actually just snuck them around the side. dRaw sent half his army to defend that fresh base, I guess expecting TechnicS to go for a big drop. TechnicS is now just instead gone the other way. I don't know what these units are doing. Well, they will be able to kill a couple of random locals out of here, but man, look at this. Look at this giant army bearing down. dRaw needs to go back. He needs to go back into his base. And did he leave enough units at home? He does have a decent number of units at home, but he's going to lose a few of them out here on the map. He needs to not lose these units because he is split up here. Half his army is over here at the bottom left, so he really should not be moving on the map. I don't know why he's moving out with so few units here with only half his army. And there's the Doom Drop going in. dRaw sees the Doom Drop. He needs to pull everything back right now. He needs everything back in the main base. Does he have anything there? Oh my god, the drop is going in. His 3-3 is about to finish, so he will have good upgrades. TechnicS has only 2-1. But look at this, the Cracklings are dropping all over the place. 3-3 is almost done, and there's the Dark Storm as well. He needs some storms. Oh my god, he's not got those storms. He's got like 50 High Templar. Where are the storms at? There, finally, are the Psionic Storms, and those will melt the Zerglings, but he needs a few more of those. dRaW needs to take these down, but dRaw's actually going for a counterattack on the other side. He's taking down the 9 o'clock expansion. He's going for a big counter, but his base is still under attack here. And finally, an Archon finishes him. It looks like most of the Zerglings have been cleaned up, and now there's a big counterattack. dRaW, by the way, having a huge bank. Looks like he just macroed up a whole bunch, and now he's going for a counterattack on an exposed expansion. However, look at all the reinforcements coming in for TechnicS. I don't think the small group of dRaW can do anything. There's no High Templar with this army. dRaw's army here cannot do anything. They are 3-3 against, looks like 2-1, but it doesn't matter without Storms. But there, the High Templar come in. The High Templar come in at the last second, and it looks like dRaW might take it after all here with some good storms, but he's now used all of his storms. He's got no storms remaining, and still TechnicS is just pouring out the units, a non-stop flood of units. But while all this is going on, dRaW has a fresh expansion, but look at this, TechnicS immediately sending everything to go kill it, and there's only 3 cannons there. He needs more units. He needs to bring these High Templars down to defend this base. He needs those reinforcements. These High Templar are not going to make it back. These goons are barely going to make it back, but he needs to defend this base. He's got probes coming in. That's not going to be useful. Where are the High Templar? There are the High Templar. He needs Storm to defend this base. He needs to splash damage. Not the best storm in the world. The second storm is a little bit better, but it looks like the cannons are going to fall. 1 DT isn't going to be enough. Oh, another emergency storm, and it looks like dRaW might hold on to this base. More reinforcements coming in for TechnicS, but also reinforcements coming in for dRaW. dRaW with a more army here. He needs to get these units over here ASAPly. I don't know what the hell that storm was. This High Templar still has 3 storms. He needs to not die to the Zergling. Alright, looks like some of these cannons will actually save him. And a big plague hitting these Zealots. That's quite nice. Meanwhile, dRaW now moving on with the rest of his army. Look, he doesn't have an observer though. He wants an observer with his army. I don't know why. I guess he lost his observers or something. But just look at that mini-map. TechnicS. This guy is actually just a Zerg in real life or something. This is just real Zergy style. However, with all these Archons now, these mass Zerglings are not going to be as efficient anymore. These are well upgraded Archons, so I don't think that's going to be that effective. And as we see, dRaW now with a supply lead 169 against 166, although TechnicS, just as I said it, immediately get things back. But oh, TechnicS is suffering from Jaedong syndrome. Oh my god, it's constipated Zerg. It is constipated Zerg. Oh man. That is not the thing you want to emulate from Jaedong. Of all the things you decided to do that was like Jaedong, that should not be one of them. Okay, it looks like he's finally unclogged it. He's taken a laxative. You know, these overloads are freaking me out, but they're actually all empty, I think. Yep, so dRaW is going to hold on to this base, but he's still got to be careful. You can see he's being pulled every which way. There's still a random defiler in his main base. He's got a few random units here as well. But dRaW is stabilizing here. Come on, observer. Alright, there we go. Decent plague, but you can see he's adding on a lot of Archons. That's what I'm talking about. Man, these overloads are freaking me out. Oh man, there's a big engagement here. TechnicS is very heavy on tier 1 units. Mass Hydroling, no lurkers to be found, and that is a lot of Archons, but dRaW is still retreating because he knows that the Dark Swarms are just so dangerous to him. But here we go, another big engagement. The Hydras are actually going to be really effective against the Archons. Mass Hydra is pretty good against Mass Archon, but look at those storms! dRaW with amazing storms, melting the Hydralisk army. However, somehow TechnicS still has more supply. I don't understand. dRaW just killed 1 million units, and TechnicS is still maxed. What is going on here? How is that even possible? It was like TechnicS he somehow just queued units in Larva. That's not even physically possible, and yet it looks like that's what he's done. However, dRaW still takes the engagement. Just look at this army. What is going on? TechnicS just has infinite reloads here. I don't understand. You just can't kill enough Zerg. This is like a campaign mission. The Zerg just never stops. They just keep spawning. It's like a map trigger. TechnicS has somehow like made this a UMS map where he just has infinite units. I mean, he hasn't even taken another base. Okay, he's got the 3 o'clock actually. I don't actually even know when he took it. Actually, he took this a while ago, didn't he? But damn, TechnicS just non-stop max. It's infinite max. Like, what do you do as dRaW? You're killing army after army, and this guy has just remaxed with a stronger army. He now has Ultralisks. He went from Hydroling max into Ultra Lurkerling max. So you are actually better off not killing the army. dRaw's like, shit, I should have just let the Hydroling live, because now I'm even more screwed. Oh man. Anyway, he does have a lot of High Templar though, and a lot of Archons. If he gets Money Storms off, he'll be good to go. But this is dangerous though. Oh man, I don't know if he should move out here. He's gonna get surrounded. That is not a big enough Protoss army. These storms need to be on the money if he's gonna live. He has to have the perfect storms. dRaW, can he do it? He's doing really good storms. He is doing really good storms, but is it enough? Because look at TechnicS' supply. Have you ever seen that supply go below 180? Because I have never seen it go below 180. Okay, it just went to 178. Alright, we're actually killing stuff. TechnicS is finally below 180 supply. It is time to celebrate. Let's have a party, guys. He's below 180 supply. Oh, no, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. Draw somehow is at 174 with like a control group of units. I don't know why he's moving out with only 5 units. He really should pull back before he loses these. This is a big mistake. As a Protoss, these units are so expensive, should not move out like this. Why is he moving out? He's just gonna suicide them. Draw! That is a schoolboy error. D- newbie error. God, D-. D- newbie. Draw is now qualified to play in the C ranks team league. Oh my god, you should not be moving out. He just lost 5 Archons and like 6 High Templar for no reason whatsoever. He killed like 3 Zerglings. Why did he not pull those back? Why did he not pull that army back? That was not the correct move right there. I don't understand. Alright, anyways, he's made a lot of High Templars now. He's going to make a lot of Archons. And what's going on? Is there a Guardian here? What the hell just happened here? I don't know what just happened here, but Draw's going to restart mining there. Anyway, so Draw, he's got a 21 kill Archon, but imagine he could have had 5 of these. Anyway, 164 supply, and TechnicS is still maxed. This is not fair. Can somebody just check this map? Can we ask like Moro to investigate the map? This is clearly some UMS here going on. Anyway, TechnicS at least has mined out his main is natural, but he's now establishing the 9 o'clock base. And if he gets a bunch of lurkers here with Dark Swarm, there's not much that Draw can do about it. Draw really needs to stop moving out before he's maxed. He needs to just not move out until he has like a Giganto army. Oh man, he's got things queued up in unpowered gateways. That's not ideal either. Because every time he moves out with a tiny little army, he's just asking to get owned. Alright, he's coming out with Reavers though. That's good. Reavers are good. I like Reavers. They are, in fact, an ideal unit. That shuttle is being completely useless though. Alright, here we go. He's going to slow push to 9. I like it. Oh, he's only going to put 1 there though, for some reason. Ooh, nice snipe. Plagued units, by the way, become uncloaked, so, or not uncloaked, but plaguing them allows you to see them, so Hydra's actually sniped that pretty easily. Anyway, Draw's not max again, and I don't know why he didn't leave the second Reaver here. It's a little bit confusing, but I guess he's going to come back now with 3 Reavers. So, yay, the more the merrier. Unfortunately for him, TechnicS has decided to go for a huge counterattack on his natural, and he could actually just lose his main base right now. Oh my god, here we go. Here comes the attack. Look at that trail of yellow barreling down the side of the map. Draw's bringing everything back to defend here. Oh man, this could be really bad. He could actually just engage at a bad angle. He's got a lot of cannons at the front that are helping him out, but these are well upgraded. These are 5-3 Ultralisk right here. These are no joke, but the Dark Swarms are expended on the other side where the Reavers are. A huge plague hitting all of the Reavers, but it looks like Draw's going to hold on that side. He's not holding on the other side though. He needs to just build some DTs or something. He needs emergency Dark Templars. He's building emergency Dark Templars, and the rest of the... Oh my god, he's suiciding the Reavers into Lurkers! He's suiciding the Reavers into Lurker fire! He suicided 3 Reavers into Lurkers right there! That was completely unnecessary. Draw now with 2,500 minerals. The emergency DTs are out. He needs to turn them around and reclaim his main base. GG! TechnicS with the reverse sweep down from 0-2, taking 3 games in a row from Draw, and will advance to the semifinals. Ladies and gentlemen, our round of 4 is complete. TechnicS is among them. Draw, sadly, is not. So TechnicS will go on to play against Terror in the semifinal match. And ladies and gentlemen, that means that we have the exact same racial composition as last TLS. 3 Zergs, 1 Terran. Terror is our last hope against the Zerg onslaught here in the TLS. Man, what an amazing day of quarterfinals that was, though. Both of them really, really solid. I don't really understand what happened to Draw, though. Like, he was doing so well in the first 2 games and just kind of like lost steam and got tired or something. I don't really know what happened, but well played either way by both players. Whew. Okay. Gotta catch my breath. So, thanks again to our sponsors, Razer and Twitch TV, for making this possible, for bringing us this great day of Brood War. And of course, thanks to Team Liquid as well for putting on the show. Good old Team Liquid, yeah, represent. And And thank you to all the viewers who have tuned in. I hope you enjoyed today. If you didn't, then I don't even know what to do. Because that was an amazing day of games. And yes, so thank you all very much for watching. Next weekend will be the semifinals. So it will be Siki versus Julia, and then Terror versus TechnicS. So I think I'll just do both of those tomorrow. It'll be 2 best of 5s again, I believe the same map order. And yeah, so look out for that. And I think that is all from me, so have a good night.